Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's take a look at the 10-year note futures as they're realizing some selling pressure in the afternoon. We did see them higher initially, but now some selling pressure has them down on the session. Currently 133.14 on the December future. Now the December future is the more heavily traded future. Now it's moving into the lead role. So we're seeing most of the activity there in December now. And I also want to point out that when you look at some of the factors, I think, contributing to why we're seeing this reaction today. Now initially we did see the futures markets higher, the Treasury futures markets, because some of the data points, and particularly the data points that came out of the U.S. This morning. Now, the Case-Shiller housing prices number was much higher than anticipated, but we did get a disappointing consumer confidence number, and that seemed to weigh more heavily on the markets and brought a bid back into the Treasury markets after those data points were released. However, as we moved through the session, some ECB officials indicated a little bit more of a hawkish tone in some of their discussions and dialogue today, particularly I think focusing on some of the recent data coming out of the Eurozone and Germany that have maybe some of these officials maybe shifting their thoughts a little bit. At least they indicated that there's some consideration now as to possibly shifting in the future some of the provisions that they currently have in place. So at least it was discussed. And the market took that as a bearish type of read, and we did see that selling pressure kick in, in the Treasury markets. And so when you look at the yields today, the 10-year yield, 131 basis points. That's basically up about 2.5 basis points from yesterday's close. And we are seeing the yield curve steepen today a little bit, not too significantly, but still steepening a little bit as the back end of the curve is selling off a little bit more than the middle and the front end of the curve.